Karolina Protsenko, the immigrant girl holding a violin on a California street corner, once set social media ablaze with performances that reached billions of views. But recently, the young artist's sudden absence from the familiar pedestrian street has sparked a wave of searches for her whereabouts. A series of questions has surrounded her private life and the way her family operates their media channels. Is a musical prodigy carrying out a spectacular transformation or trying to escape the invisible pressures behind the camera? The truth about the latest changes will answer all of these questions. During the early months of 2026, audiences following digital platforms began noticing that Karolina Nikolaevna Protsenko was appearing far less frequently at the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica. Instead of the familiar pop covers performed on her violin, an entirely new chapter of the young musician's career officially began. Earlier, July 2025 had marked a defining milestone in her transformation when she introduced herself to the public under a new stage name, Karolina Rose. Adopting her middle name as her new performance identity signaled an independent artistic direction, separating herself from the image of the street prodigy that had accompanied her throughout childhood. The young artist no longer confined her talent to interpreting other people's music, but instead shifted her full attention toward creating original works. A series of pop singles written and performed by Karolina herself began reaching the market, beginning with Advice late last year. As the new year unfolded, the Ukrainian-born artist accelerated her musical journey with the consecutive releases of singles, including Good Girl, Shiny Webs, His Crime, Upside, and 16. These releases demonstrated a clear transition from being solely an instrumentalist to becoming a professional singer-songwriter. Most recently, the single Make You Stay was released, further strengthening her newly established artistic identity across digital music charts. The changes in her music have unfolded alongside major turning points in the daily life of the 17-year-old. Karolina Protsenko is now preparing to celebrate her 18th birthday this coming October with an appearance and personal style that reflect complete maturity. Fans no longer see the little girl they once knew. In her place stands a confident young woman managing her own life independently. Through videos documenting her daily life, she shared that she had officially earned her driver's license and now drives her own Range Rover to work. Protsenko's fashion style has also evolved, noticeably embracing a more elegant and mature image that naturally reflects her transition into adulthood as an independent artist. Her demanding studio schedule and personal commitments are carefully balanced alongside an exceptionally rigorous musical education. Karolina Protsenko currently spends most of her time studying at the Colburn School, one of the most prestigious music academies in Los Angeles, California. The intensive training there demands complete dedication to advanced classical technique and music theory, leaving significantly less time for other activities. For that reason, Karolina Rose's spontaneous street performances have now become extremely rare occasions. Audiences have only been able to watch her perform live on a handful of special occasions, including her rendition of Lambada in January and her performance of Royalty this past June, allowing her to maintain a connection with her loyal supporters. The sudden transformation from a street phenomenon into a mainstream pop artist has generated mixed reactions throughout the online community. Many people have expressed nostalgia for the young violinist who once performed among the crowds in Santa Monica, while others have embraced this natural stage of her artistic growth. Speaking about the pressure of maintaining a perfect public image from such a young age, Karolina Protsenko shared, "I want people to see me as a real artist with my own story to tell, not simply as a child playing someone else's songs." That statement reflects the young artist's determination to take ownership of her own creative path, regardless of the doubts surrounding her. Invisible pressures from social media, together with a series of legal challenges, soon began surrounding her family, setting the stage for a quiet battle unfolding behind the bright and polished images seen by the public. Underground security storm, fame beyond control in the digital space not only brought recognition, but also turned Karolina Protsenko's family into the target of organized attacks. The first major problems appeared in 2020 when the family's YouTube channel management system repeatedly received unreasonable copyright violation notices. Bad actors took advantage of loopholes in the platform's protection policy to send a series of fake copyright strikes against the most popular music videos. Along with these technical attacks came extortion letters threatening to completely take down the media channel unless her parents agreed to pay large coercive fees. To protect their core digital asset, the family was forced to accept the removal of numerous high-quality performance videos, accepting the loss of millions of views in order to keep the account safe from automatic channel suspension. As YouTube's protection measures were gradually tightened, the wave of attacks shifted to a more complex and sophisticated form on a wider scale. Throughout the period from 2023 to 2025, a transnational impersonation campaign directly targeted the young artist's fan community. Hundreds of fake accounts using the names of Karolina Protsenko and her parents appeared densely across Facebook and Instagram, with interfaces and images copied almost exactly from the official accounts. These cybercrime groups use the encrypted messaging app Zongi to directly approach older viewers, establishing private conversations designed for psychological control. By creating fabricated stories of hardship, the impersonators called for illegal financial donations under the name of supporting her future music projects. Faced with the seriousness of the situation, the Protsenko family decided not to remain silent and carried out direct conversations to protect their reputation. Through official video-recorded announcements, her father, Nikolai Protsenko, along with his wife and daughter, repeatedly released evidence of these fraudulent tactics to warn fans. In a joint statement, Nikolai affirmed that all private messaging accounts asking for financial support or requesting transfers were fraudulent acts for profit, while declaring that the family never used any secret messaging app to contact audiences privately. These strong and transparent reactions created a wave of increased caution in the fan community and established a strict information verification process for all of their online activities. The consequences of these cybersecurity attacks directly affected the way the young violinist's real-life artistic activities were operated. Tightening security barriers did not stop on online platforms, but also forced the family to minimize spontaneous fan meetings and public interactions in order to prevent risks. All interaction now has to go through careful planning and strict control to ensure absolute safety for family members, especially as the younger children in the home have also begun appearing more often in front of the camera. This caution unintentionally created a certain distance from the public, leading to speculation about the Protsenko family's private daily life. Behind those strict defensive barriers, a self-operated family entertainment empire has continued expanding in scale, setting unprecedented records in mass media data. Major breakthrough achievements continue to appear, bringing the young girl's name into the ranks of cultural phenomena with broad influence. The billion-view era, the rapid growth of digital content distribution platforms, created the conditions for Karolina Protsenko's media channels to expand at great speed. The year 2018 became the milestone that opened a chain of impressive achievements as videos of the little girl playing violin covers of popular pop songs repeatedly reached record view counts. Iconic works such as Despacito's Shape of You and Perfect through the young girl's violin quickly attracted tens of millions of views in a short time, creating a craze that spread globally. The warm reception from the public pushed the release of her first commercial album, My Dream, in that same year, officially bringing her name into the professional music market. During this busy period, the birth of her younger brother Leo in April 2018 brought major changes as her parents began bringing other family members into the frame to build family-oriented content. Her outstanding online fame quickly caught the attention of top television producers in the United States. In 2019, she received an official invitation to appear on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, one of the most-watched talk shows in America at that time. Her confident live performance before millions of television viewers not only affirmed the natural talent of the child star, but also expanded her audience from the virtual world into real life. This was an important turning point that elevated Protsenko's status turning her from a pure social media phenomenon into a widely influential mainstream entertainment star. Moving into 2021 and 2022, the family's artistic operations continued to expand through major collaboration projects and the addition of family members into the production structure. In 2021, the explosive duet between Karolina and her mother, Karolina Protsenko, performing the famous instrumental piece Experience by composer Ludovico Einaudi, created a new digital wave and drew special attention from respected classical music outlets such as Classic FM. Family life continued to welcome joy with the birth of her second younger brother Nicholas around late 2020 or early 2021, enriching their daily vlogging activities. By 2022, the young violinist reached a new peak when she performed alongside world-famous violin star Lindsey Stirling on The Kelly Clarkson Show, creating an impressive media event. The synchronized combination of individual talent and systematic management strategy from her parents helped form a massive, self-operated family media empire. The multi-channel YouTube system, managed by the Protsenko family, recorded unprecedented growth figures with total accumulated views surpassing 2.4 billion and a loyal follower base increasing every day. The image of a model-happy musical family accompanying one another in every artistic project became an exclusive brand with strong appeal to major brands and sponsors. A wave of questions from strict viewers began to emerge aimed directly at her professional skills, as well as the family's internal management structure. Public pressure. The global explosion of Karolina Nikolaevna. Protsenko's fame also ignited undercurrents of skepticism from a portion of demanding viewers. On specialized music discussion forums such as Reddit, some viewers began analyzing every frame in her street performance videos in detail. The wave of criticism focused on examining the movement of the bow and fingers on the fingerboard, raising accusations that the young violinist was only performing a form of technical lip syncing, known professionally as fake playing. These opinions speculated that the clear violin sound free from street noise had actually been fully recorded in a professional studio in advance, and that the young girl was only mechanically recreating the movements in front of the camera. Faced with growing suspicions that affected her professional reputation, real evidence from formal artistic activity brought the clearest answer to the public. Karolina Protsenko pushed back against the doubts by continuously taking part in live concerts with reputable music organizations where there was no support from post-production devices. The strongest proof of her ability was her live performance of the extremely complex Mendelssohn Violin Concerto with a full symphony orchestra. Mastering a work that demands peak classical technique directly before an arts panel and a live audience in a concert hall affirmed the formal training foundation of a Colburn student pushing aside baseless arguments in the online space. Alongside professional controversies, the internal operating structure of the Protsenko family also became a topic dissected under public scrutiny. The regular appearance of family members in vlog videos, along with the participation of younger children in the content production cycle, triggered rumors about parents exploiting children as money trees. Several comments expressed concern that the Ukrainian-born teenager was being deprived of her childhood and pressured to earn money too early to support the family media machine. These prejudices came from the common skepticism of internet users toward high-revenue family account models in the United States. To maintain brand credibility and protect their children's emotional lives, the Protsenko family has always followed the principle of making financial and educational activities transparent. Daily updates show that all income from online platforms is invested back into developing the future of the family members. Her parents publicly detailed the high costs of tuition at a leading music academy, the purchase and maintenance of high-quality violins for long-term study, as well as the effort to secure a stable and comfortable life in California. This serious investment proves that the family's core goal is to create the best conditions for their daughter to develop her artistic talent sustainably, not simply to seek short-term profit. The overall picture up to the present shows the strong maturation of a 17-year-old girl amid pressure from public opinion. Protsenko has not chosen to run away or respond harshly, but has chosen to prove herself through real ability and steadfastness on the path she has chosen. Her ability to maintain balance among a high school academic program, intensive classical training, and the renewal of thinking behind an 8.8 million follower mass media channel is the strongest answer to the doubts. Every experience of facing public judgment has helped forge maturity in the thinking and actions of a modern star. Her resilience in facing the strict prejudices of the virtual world has shaped a solid mental foundation for the young artist before she steps into greater challenges in life. To fully understand the roots of that inner strength, as well as why an immigrant family possesses such strong unity, it is necessary to turn back to the earliest pages of memory. It was a long journey that began with a difficult historic decision where music was not only a passion, but also the only lifebuoy for an entire generation. Leaving the homeland, the source of Karolina Mykolaievna. Protsenko's strength and determination comes from a turbulent childhood tied closely to the fate of her family. She was born on October 3, 2008 in Kyiv, Ukraine, in a home filled with artistic sound with her father Nikolai Protsenko on guitar and her mother Ella Protsenko connected to the piano keys. The family's musical foundation shaped the child's aesthetic thinking early, from the time she was still in the cradle, turning melodies into the most natural language of communication among family members. The traditional Eastern European music education environment, demanding high discipline, nourished the soul of the little girl and laid the first bricks for a later professional artistic journey. Peaceful life in her homeland was quickly disrupted by major political events during the period from 2014 to 2015. Facing social instability and escalating armed conflict that directly threatened the future of their children, Karolina Protsenko's parents made a historic decision for the entire family line. They accepted leaving behind stable jobs and accumulated assets in Ukraine to make a major migration to the other side of the hemisphere. Arriving in the United States in 2015 as immigrants with empty hands, the Protsenko family chose to settle in Simi Valley, California, beginning a new survival journey filled with language barriers, cultural barriers, and financial pressure weighing heavily on the adults. It was during the difficult early days of building a life in a foreign land that the violin became the fateful bridge helping the family find a way forward. Karolina Protsenko had already been introduced to the violin and begun her first lessons in 2014 when she was only 6 years old in her homeland, under the strict guidance of classical instructors. When she moved into a new living environment in California, the violin was not simply a talent subject, but became a way to express emotion, helping the little girl overcome the loneliness of an immigrant child. Her parents' will to overcome hardship and her early independence forged through life's ups and downs pushed the child talent to keep practicing bow technique every day to prepare for a major turning point ahead. The summer of 2017 became an unforgettable milestone when Karolina Protsenko, then only 9 years old, stepped for the first time into a public space at 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica to perform on the street. The decision to bring their daughter to the pedestrian plaza was initially shared by her parents as a purely simple goal to help the child become familiar with crowds, build confidence before the public, and overcome fear of communication. At the same time, the small coins that passing tourists gave for the music of the little immigrant girl also became a practical source of economic support, helping the family cover part of their living expenses during the difficult early period when they had almost nothing. The spontaneous combination of clear violin sound and the girl's energetic dancing steps on the Santa Monica pavement immediately drew the attention of passers-by, laying the foundation for a later global cultural phenomenon. Looking back at the entire journey from the first notes ringing out in the heart of Kyiv to becoming the focus of debates in the digital space, the essence of the Ukrainian-born girl's story has always been a symbol of self-effort and family unity. The hidden corners pressure or current artistic identity change are, in truth, consecutive chapters in a book called Growing Up Under the Gaze of Millions. The difficult past of an immigrant family equipped them with a mental armor strong enough to face every storm of modern media. Every chapter of history that has passed helps explain the decisive choices and steps of the young violinist as she reshapes her own future. The journey from an empty-handed immigrant girl on a Santa Monica street corner to a mature artist confidently taking control of her own musical path is the clearest answer to the question, what really happened to Karolina Protsenko? There is no tragedy, no escape, only the most natural and courageous law of life growing up under the spotlight. What do you think about this artistic transformation of Karolina Rose? Or do you still remember the clear violin sound of the 9-year-old girl from years ago? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Do not forget to press like, share this video with music lovers, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next in-depth character profiles. Thank you for watching, goodbye, and see you again.